Hey guys, welcome back. So today we got a G70 2022. Customer complained the steering control for the volume doesn't work. Um, Before or earlier that it came, everything was working. This is already, I think, second time that it came back for the same concern. It came from another dealer. They replaced twice the control unit here. It didn't help, so that's why it's in our dealer right now. But I spent at least 30 minutes in this one trying to duplicate the problem, but I can't duplicate. I scanned for codes, there was no codes, and even though I play around with the steering while playing with the controls, the volume's still working. So we let it go. I open a case just in case Genesis Canada has some cases like this, but our advisor or our valet driver came back telling us that the volume didn't work. So right now, if I'm just gonna play this, I'm just gonna use the knob here in our audio unit. You can see that or hear that, but if I'm gonna move our knob here, it doesn't work. But if I'm gonna use the mute, it's working. So it's just the up and down volume control. My voice command here,
please say a command,
right? So it's working. So what we're gonna do is, since I'm just gonna mute that for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna open this steering component, remove our airbag, because if I'm gonna play around that, so I think what I'm thinking right now, since if we have a control here that have been replaced twice, it's either we get, because the harness, the extension harness that's on our steering wheel, that's all squished in just to fit it properly. So maybe we'll find there. I'm just gonna remove our airbag module here for our driver's side and see. And yeah, so I'm gonna remove that and then we'll get back. So on removing this kind of airbag, there's one pin here, so I just put it sideways, the steering wheel. I just use a smaller Allen key, just poke the hole there. You should feel a tab there, and this one will pop out, right? Just look for the, come on. Why? Come on, man. Oh. Ooh. Let me see. No? Let me try a flat screwdriver. Unless this is stuck already here, because it's been with multiple times that they tried to remove this, so I don't know if the tab is still in good condition on this side here. Yeah, because that should just pop out right away, but I don't know why it's not doing that. Come on, man. Ooh. Okay, let me try to remove that, then let's get back again. Okay, so I was able to pop that out, and on each side on the steering wheel, so that's why I tilt it like this too, there's gonna be a slotted hole here at the back of the steering wheel, and I usually use flat screwdriver this long here, right, and this thin too, so that you can just squeeze it in there and pry it. Come on. Oy. Oy. It went back in. Let me just pop this up again. I know you're hearing now the horn. Every time you touch this airbag module, the proper way is you remove the negative cable, right? So don't follow what I'm doing right now. Come on. Oy. Where's that? And sometimes you have to use a mirror and a flashlight just to see if you're in the right hole. So I'm on the right hole. Come on. Okay, let's do the other side first. Maybe it's gonna be easier. There we go. I felt that, and then while doing that, right, moving that lever there, spring-loaded thing, just put your other hand, at least hold it so that it will help push out. And let's do the other side now. So just hold the same thing. You should feel that leave. Come on, baby. Wait. Oh. Okay, still stuck there. Okay. Get back to straight position. Let me remove my stuff here. Just be very, very careful right now because we're dealing with a intermittent issue, this turn volume. I don't want to touch something that once we put this in ignition on, everything works again. So and the weird part there is that's the only function that is not working, right? So okay, so put your airbag. So this is the one that I'm trying to poke there. If you can see on this airbag, this guy here that's locking on this steering wheel, there's a hook there. So this is what we're trying to, tap out the bottom part of the steering wheel. This is the one that we're trying to push in. So yeah, most Genesis and newer, I think newer Lantras are like that. So everything is unplugged now. Let's see here on this side, and I guess we're gonna try to wiggle test until that volume will start working. If it's still not working right now, I hope I didn't touch something or disturb that. Once we do the ignition on, it's gonna start working, right? So let's put you here. Okay, so you're in front of the steering wheel right now. There's gonna be an airbag light on because we remove our driver front airbag. I'm gonna do ignition on. Okay, music is there. Mute. That's good. So once it's mute, if you move the steering wheel, that should start working, right? The sound. So I'm just gonna put that in mute. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna try to move this around, and we'll just try to check this loop here. As you can see, this side, you don't want to see anything there. This guy here, I'm just gonna touch that and then move this. Maybe it will come back. Push it. Just trying to do something. Let's just make sure that there's still music. Yeah, so mute. So nothing there. Okay. How about this guy here? Going to our clock spring. Nothing. What else? What else in there? There's only one big connection there. There's one at the bottom. Do I need my flat screwdriver? Yeah, let's try that. Oh! So that part there, that yellow, starts working. So if I'm gonna push it back, let's say, so I'm pushing it back. I'm sorry, I have only two hands. I'm gonna push that guy there. So as you can see there, it's not working, right? Mute is working, the volume is not working, but that loop there I'm holding with the flat screwdriver and pushing it against to the, I think they call it bezel, steering wheel bezel. Anyway, no volume. That's good. So if I'm gonna put away the stress on that, I'm gonna move away that loop there, or what, that harness. The steering wheel should start move the volume. So if I'm gonna play around with that, see that? Play around again. Hello? Where's that? Maybe there's some break in here, or poor, or maybe I broke it already. Come on. Hi. Hello? I think it went open circuit now. There's, now it stopped working. Yeah, it stopped working now. I wonder what's in there. Can I remove the tape there? I don't want to remove the steering wheel. Well, at least for sure now, we know that it's on this side in this harness. I'm just gonna remove this tape. Come on. Yeah, it stopped working now. Maybe try using a different. Maybe I move something in here. No? That's the mute. Or maybe I press the unmute. Well, I moved this clearly, I think. I think I'm gonna review my capture on the video that I moved this thing here. And I didn't push that button, because when you push that, that's the mute and unmute. I think it's either I accidentally or I made it open circuit now. Okay, let me review the video that I just took with you guys, and after that I'll just call that harness if I made sure my fingers here is just moving up and down, not pushing it, so that we're not, trying to make another problem. Alright guys, so I just review the video. I was pretty sure that I was just scrolling it up and down, right? Anyway, so I didn't make a video. I was just checking around here, so I just noticed that on this area here, the volume starts working again on this area. So even though this is just a cruise control and what do you call that, the user function, user option navigation there. But when I use here, I move this guy here. Okay, let's try again. Two hands. Let me position you guys. Okay, like that.
The famous director from Cheers and Frasier,
So
being part of it
for
as well.
sure,
So, nope.
for sure, I just pressed the button, right? So I don't know why this bottom part here, when I was moving it, the volume starts working. Maybe it pulled the whole harness. I don't know. But that guy there, this part here, that's what I'm pushing. So right now, so it's not working. As you can see that, I'm just moving back and forth there. Let's put you this side here so that you guys can see that I'm just not making this up. Oop. Okay, like that. You see the audio there? Okay, good. So as you can see, my volume is now working, and mute, that's working. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push against that harness there, like that. Just move around a little bit. Alright.
I'm on a lonely road and I am for something. What can it be?
So my volume works now. Lower it, upper it. Okay.
Oh, I love
Mute. I'm gonna release that again. I'm gonna move this. Nothing. That's our problem there. So sometimes I hate this intermittent unless it's happening all the time. That's why it's good when it's like this, that it's the fault is hard fault. That's what they called, so that we can manipulate whatever we can do, right? We can do some testing. In this case, we're trying to manipulate the harnesses, because from the previous dealer they already replaced this switch control. So now we're confident that it's on that harness loop, whatever on this steering that's broken. I'm gonna order that, and we're gonna do the repair and make sure we're gonna investigate that harness, what happened there, because why is it moving and working when I'm gonna play around with the harness, right? So anyway, we're gonna order that. Let's come back with this vehicle. We'll repair it and make sure that volume control is working fine now. But right now it's not working. Move this harness up, other way around. You can hear that, right? Release that, stop working. So we'll see. Okay, so we have our G70 here with the volume issue. We got our part here, as you can see. I remove our steering wheel. Now we're gonna disassemble this. So there's some screws in here, because we need an access for that inside. Okay, so what else that we need to remove? We're gonna remove this screws here for our paddle shifter. Now let's see if we can move this guy here. Is there any screws? I think that's about it. I think so. Yeah, we should be able to start removing this. I think it just gets stuck on the The clips in there. Oh, that's tight. Why is that coming out? Come on, baby. Why? I don't think there's another screws there. Unless I have to remove this top one first. Let's see. Let's move that. And that's for this guy. That's supposed to. Okay. I have more space now. I guess I have to loosen this. 2 screws on top. Yeah, so whatever is in here, just remove it. Because I think it's still holding. There we go. There we go. Okay, now, this is all. We have to remove the connectors on what's attached. What's attached? There's one there. We got this haptic motor. I'm gonna remove this guy here. Okay. This guy here. Other side, the white connector. Okay, so let's remove this. Let's remove this. Okay. So now that's remaining is the connector for our volume and the smart the cruise control. So okay, one. Okay. So here's our skeleton steering wheel. Put that to the side. We got our extension harness here. Just double check everything. It's the same. We got white there, connection here, connection to the paddle shifter, and this is the ground side. So it's like that. Okay. Okay, so everything is done. Everything is in there, no problem. So let's go inside the car and install this guy. Okay, so we're back in the car. I'm just gonna put this in. There we go. It's tight. We're not there. Okay. Now our airbag. What's going on? Why is that going in? Okay. It's in. Okay. I'll just push it. Okay, I'm just gonna put the negative cable because earlier I had a struggle, especially this type of airbag. It's very tricky to come off, and the other mechanic already got annoyed of honking every time, so I just removed the negative cable. So I'm just gonna put it back, and then let's retest our volume and whatever control here, and that's it. Okay, so let's start this vehicle. Check our controls. That moves, that's good. Now the important thing is the radio. So moving this now, that's good. Okay, so I hope we can find that open circuit there on that harness. Let's check that again. Okay, so last time we were pushing on this side. So let me just remove this tape here. I don't know what's in here. So far all the joint connectors here, they're all intact, even the yellow wire. I don't know which wire is for the volume, but I don't see any damage in the harness. But during our testing, we saw that every time I move that loop on the harness, the volume control cuts out. I was hoping I can see the problem, but it could be internal of the wire. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know we didn't find anything in here, so let me know what you think, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time. Thank you for watching.